I thought the MAGA movement was dead, but I was actually very wrong. Why am I saying this? Meghan Kerry appeared on Sean Ryan podcast, and Sean Ryan asked her who she thought was a good person in the Republican Party. Her response is what made me to believe that the Republican Party, that is the MAGA movement, is still alive. No wonder still 80% of individuals do still support Donald Trump on the war in Iran. Just have a reason on what Meghan Kerry said, and then we are going to have a discussion afterwards.
Who do you like on the right?
I like JD.
You like JD?
Yeah, I don't think JD's in favor of this war. He's got to keep his mouth shut about it because he works for Trump. That's the deal when you're the VP. He accepted the job, so he's doing the job nobly. It's not noble to run around being like, my boss sucks. I'm against the war. I was the one person who stood against it. Make sure that's printed. He's really not doing that. He's standing for Trump. He's trying to find the right messaging around it. Like, it's not a great idea, but if we do it, this is how I guess we should do it. Like, you're the boss. You're the one they elected as president, not me. And so you're asking me what my thoughts are. He's on the record, according to the New York Times, as having said, I don't think we should do this. But if you're going to do it, this is what I think we should do. I think that's honorable. And I think J.D. Vance is definitely non-interventionalist. That's what the neocons hate about him.
If you have been following politics, even for a few minutes a day, or even a week, you will understand that this is the same script which probably you have come across before. He is hated by the establishment. Did we not hear the same script when it came to Donald Trump? And that's why individuals like Meghan Kerry, Tucker Carlson, individuals who left the train of Donald Trump, I believe they have a hidden agenda. If you are going to reward somebody because he kept silent and not opposing the war, then why should you believe that individuals you are going to elect who campaigned on the issue of not supporting any war, how are they going to oppose those individuals who support the war in their administration? That's why I believe Meghan Kelly, Tucker Carlson, all those individuals are going to support JD Vance in 2028. They left probably at the right time, such that individuals, since most individuals are having economic issues, they don't have a lot of time to follow politics on day-to-day basis, such that by 2028, they will be in a position to convince the public, their followers, that JD Vance is a peace-loving candidate. What makes I as an individual to doubt JD Vance? Why do I support Nikki Fuentes when he says that JD Vance and all other individuals who are in the administration should be voted out in 2028? Why should I say these individuals are all individuals who support wars? If I can recall, if my memory serves me right, when President Nicolas Maduro was abducted by the United States, JD Vance never sounded as an individual who opposed Donald Trump. He praised Donald Trump as someone who had done something magnificent. I believe if JD Vance went ahead and opposed the Iran war, it is not because he is not interested in foreign wars. It is because he understood how gigantic, how massive it was going to be to defeat Iran. So this whole notion that JD Vance seems as a good person, he is not interested in foreign wars. This is the same script which Meghan Kerry used when she was in the mainstream media to convince the masses that probably the candidate who the establishment had established, that was the right candidate. And now, since Donald Trump has done exactly what was meant to be done, it is the right time for Meghan Kelly the likes of Tucker Carlson to leave that train and support another individual who will continue the mission. So, what would you think, for example, if you have a kid or you have a worker who goes ahead and steals your resources, while there is another person working under that worker, and when this worker, the head, was stealing those resources, the other worker, the supporting worker, was just there remaining silent? Will you promote the second worker just because he was not involved directly in stealing your resources? Will you trust that person? That's exactly what Megyn Kelly is trying to tell the American people. That you know what? JD Vance doesn't love wars. You really need to work for your own boss. You can't go against your boss' wishes. That's what exactly she is saying. Or am I dumb enough not to think that way? But I seriously believe Megyn Kelly is prepared to support JD Vance in 2028. But what I like about this conversation, if you continue listening to it, is that Sean Ryan opposed that. He thought that JD Vance is also complicit in the whole issue of the Iran war. Anyway, if he was an individual who was opposing wars, how many countries has the United States gone ahead and attacked? And how many is it preparing to go ahead and attack? Let's start with Yemen. They were bombed. Let's see what is going on in Gaza, Lebanon, Cuba, Venezuela. So you tend to believe that J.D. Vance never opposed, never supported most of these wars. That would be a lie. J.D. Vance is also an establishment individual. It's just a plant. So individuals who will be coming out in 2028, 2027, convincing the public, more especially the United States citizens. I'm not one of the citizens, but I do follow the United States politics. I can say if you will be in a position at least not to go on social media or calling some media platforms and apologizing for electing JD Vance, just ensure in 2028 you clear all individuals who are in the swamp, who are swimming in the swamp, led by Donald Trump. So you mean the likes of JD Vance doesn't observe how Donald Trump is enriching himself? How is he going to be different if he has seen Donald Trump will get away with all the corruption he has been doing in the second term? So I would like your thoughts in the comment section. When it comes to JD Vance, is he a good person as Megyn Kelly has said? If you have found some value out of this video, just go ahead, subscribe, like, and also share. Thanks for watching. See you in my next one.